It is the last day of 2025 and I have not one but two final finishes. One is totally finished with binding. The other one is right behind me. Hi, I'm Pat Sloan. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I got everything. There we go, up, up, up. So this is the Jolly Bar sampler that a lot of you were doing this year from the Jolly Bar number 5 from the Fat Quarter Shop using the pre-cut 5x10s, which are exclusive to their shop. And they don't do a ton of these fabric lines cut that way, but they do enough that it is super fun. Or you can just cut like a layer cake in half, or you can use your own scraps to do these, you know, your own fabric. You don't have to have, you know, that specific size, although the patterns are written to take advantage of a 5x10. Okay, so it is done. I did not put anything extra. I talked about making it longer by putting a top on it and a bottom, like maybe piano keys, but I am going to just give this to a charity group to finish. Here's the backing the Fat Quarter Shop gave me to use for it. Isn't that beautiful? It is from the line of Bloom. This is what the fabric is. And so that'll all go to a charity group, plus the extra Jolly Bar that I used a little bit of, but I have all of these pieces. So if they want to, you know, if the group wants to do something extra, make another border around it or whatever, they'll have that. So all of this is done. That's, I need to update my gallery. I don't know what I'm going to do about the gallery. I didn't actually finish that much this year, so I will probably take a picture of it and put it out there. Okay, so before we talk about that second small, very small finish, I just did a few little, like, what's around the studio. So let's take a look at that. Well, I decided, first let me just show you. This is the kind of thing I listen to. Autumn Morning Jazz. It is, I can't play it because of copyright stuff. I know they're playing it there, but who knows where they get all the music from. But anyways, this particular one is like 11 hours of music, but there's all kinds of other similar musics, and that's what I listen to. Have my little comfy station here. But okay, so I showed you this last week, and I decided it's out. I am going to get the binding, and I'm going to put this together. Also today, I am going to put this together. Well, yeah, hopefully today. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of that, Jolly Bar together. Plus, let's see, over here, I have that because I'm going to work on the sewing machine there. I have the 25 done. There is a gold, and then I'm going to use this green, this gold and this green, which go around and around. And then Miss Kitty will be finished. Okay, so over here, I've got these out. These need cleaned off, so you just use some sort of, you know, your regular cleaner that you use in the kitchen, and that'll come off. Eventually, they leave like a little bit of a ghost mark, sometimes the pen, so eventually you just need to pull the sticky off and put a new one. And like this sticky is way too small, so I made, see there, you can see how it's ghosted a bit, even though that's what's in there. My pen maybe wasn't working. Anyways, I'm going to maybe pull that one off because it's pretty small. But this is the Jolly Bar. There's the backing. But I want to get this one done and empty this bin. Here are some other, I know I'm going to start this one. This is the one I'm going to do next as just a fun project because it looks simple, and I love the fabrics. I just love the fabrics, and it's a Jolly Bar. This was Daisies and something. Oh, Denim and Daisies collection, but you can get this kit still. And so I'm going to do that, and then I had gotten this, which is a textured. Can you see? It's a textured squares for the backing, where they're already sewn like a patchwork. So I'm going to use that for the backing. Okay, so that is definitely what I'm going to do next. And let's see, did I show you these fun things? Okay, these are some other fun things. I think this came with something. the flower needle minder. So it's very pretty. And then I went floss crazy, floss holder crazy. I got a couple. This one is kitties. Look how cute they are. They're all the same, see? But that's so cute. And then I got ghosts to do next year, to do a Halloween one. Look how cute they are. This is just what makes me happy. And then I did get some of these basic ones, which look like spools, so they're not themed. And my cross-stitch stuff is a freaking mess. Just a freaking mess. I have some stuff organized, but then other stuff, like look down here. This is kind of thing that, well, good. Like in here. Like I don't remember what that's to. And then there's stuff in here and I don't remember why. And stuff in there. I don't remember what all that's for. What it goes to. Which is horrible. That can't be right. So, okay. There we go. So also, I'm doing these little filmings just kind of as I feel like talking to you and then splicing them together. So if they kind of don't flow as nicely sometimes, that's why. You probably figured that out. Also, I thought I'd open one of the So Sampler boxes. So let's take a look in that. And while we're looking at things, let's see this sampler box. And then maybe I can get back on schedule. This was the November one. You know, they're always... This is how they come. Winter Orchard. Winter Orchard. Nice. I like the sound of that. Winter Orchard. Why can't I say that? All right. So here is a pair. These are really nice scissors. These are Karen K. Buckley scissors, and she puts a lot of thought and effort into the design of her scissors. And I believe they're left or right-handed. You know, it doesn't have left or right-handed either way, but they're. Many of these are serrated, and so this one might be too. They're very nice. Okay, so then we got some diagonal seam tape. So if you've never tried that, you might give it a try. A lot of people love it. And what is the fabric in here? Oh, from Leela Boutique. Her fabric's always so pretty. This is called Wild Honey. Wild Honey. So look at that. Look at that. I'll link you to it. Oh, I like these two-tone types like this. So there's always a pattern that's given. And there's the pattern. Usually you have to buy the background, of course, because they don't put that in the kit. So there's the pattern. And then if you've been following along, they give you a free block each month in the sampler. So you could do a block of the month with them. And then usually, there is another option for the fabric. That's a free pattern on their website. The Bonbon. Oh, that's nice. That one is, because it's a layer cake. So there you go. That is very nice. Okay. I want to, this is pretty. Oh, bees. There's bees in it. Oh, how cute is that? How cute is that? That's pretty. That peach in there. Oh, and there's word text too. Aww. Oh, about flowers, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. That is what was in the So Sampler box. My other piece that I finished that I seriously did not think I would was the cross stitch that I was doing all year long with my friend Wendy Shepherd. We both picked, she found it, and I said, yeah, that's super cute. And she goes, well, you want to stitch it along with me? And I never in a million years thought that I would finish the stitching on it. She also finished her stitching. It just happened. I found here in the last few weeks that I enjoyed the methodic, stitching, or whatever that word is, of cross stitch. So let me show you how I was getting organized to finish it. Guess what's done? I just finished the 25 and the little whiskers. And she is done. Done. You watch a K-pop Demon Hunters? Done. My favorite. Okay, so I immediately thought, of this fabric or something. So plaid would be cool, but you know, it's problematic and for the corners and stuff, but I could just stitch this on top. The thing is, this is all the wider it is. It's a very old Minnick Simpson, and this looks like it was what was left from the border. I don't think I have any more of it. I have something similar. What is that? Whoops, sorry about the knocking on the table. So similar concept, because the easiest way for these kind of things is to sew this on top of a big piece. That way there's no piecing that has to be done to the plaid. This isn't a bad option. Another older piece. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not bad. And then I could just sew it, you know, like make like this, like a pillow, like put a fabric on top, sew it all around, flip it inside out, and then top stitch this down on top of here. I could even layer, like maybe do a green and then the plaid. So, and then I can line it up. And then I have to find, I'm going to do this like as to pin on the wall versus a pillow. Yeah, so sweet, loving it. All right, so the other thing I need to do, because I have not been doing this lately, is deal with these extra threads, and in here, these threads. I can put all these back, but I don't keep these or these. I mean, I could take them off and wind them back, but I have plenty, and I know that's not that frugal. And if this one, some of these might be a bigger piece, maybe I will wind them or put them back, but probably not. Don't tell anybody, probably not. And then this can all be cleaned up, because I have in here mystery. I don't know what this goes to. I don't remember, so I have to look at all my cross stitch next and see. I made like a list. Hold on. This is it. I hand scratched this little list of the things I want to work on in the next days. There's no timeline. Here's a mock-up. Now I could do strips and sew them to this, and then make this unit, which I might do, then make this unit like a pillow, you know, so I have all the edges turned under nicely, and then this sits on top. I actually did this with a pillow and did a video on it. I'm not going to search for it, but you could see if you can find it here at YouTube on my video channel, and then take this and line it up how I like it onto a square of the plaid. That way I don't have to piece the plaid. It's just sitting on top, and then I'll top stitch the green, you know, down with a matching thread, so I really won't see it. I'll just top stitch it, and ta-da, there it is. So I did it as a wall hanging. You could just make this as a pillow if that's what you prefer. I did not stitch in here at all, so that is not stitched down. There's no threads through there. It's just a little wall hanging, and you can see here that this is dimensional, so I just top stitched and then quilted some wavy lines here and put the binding on with the same fabric and the backing. I had enough. That fabric, like I think I said, is old, so I did it. So this one is fully done. Fully done. So I will be able to hang it for next Christmas. I am so excited. And we told you last week, I told you last week that Wendy found another one, and this is the one that we'll do. And you can, oops, wait, there we go. I'm not putting it in a tray. I'm just going to make it probably a wall hanging or a pillow. But I also ordered the recommended threads. I do need to pick a fabric backing, you know, fabric to put it on. I also decided to, just because I feel like I'm on a roll, that the cross stitching is really what is very soothing for me right now. So I've had this one for a while by Robin Pickens, and I started it. So, whoop. So there we go. So here's how far it is. I had to totally pick a different color for the, she has white for the wing, and I don't want white. So I tried one gray, it was too dark. got a second gray. And this swoopy thing on the fabric is actually the fabric texture. See, it's got these sort of lines. It'll be there. I'm not sure I love that, but I'm not taking it out, so I think it'll be fine. There's other little smudges and stuff on that fabric that just is a textured fabric, but that's okay. That's the way it is. I have that project page. I have not changed it. I'm not altering it right now. In January, the first 2 videos of January, we're not starting anything new. We will be then doing both. We have a scrappy sampler that we're doing with her. Then the museum fundraiser for the Virginia Quilt Museum using the blue mill fabric that I helped Benartex and the museum put together the collection. It is a museum collection. It is not my collection, even though my name is on it. I'm a helper on it. So if you want to get this and just have what I'll be talking about. But the first 2 weeks, I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on sort of resorting and figuring out what I have that I may not want to work on anymore. That'll be the focus for me for the first 2 weeks in January. What I'm going to do after this video this afternoon after lunch is I'm going to go take down all my Christmas quilts and put up my blue and white. And so hopefully I should show you that next week on the video. And if you wanted to get an email from me, I have that link down below always, so you can go over and get the emails now. And I usually do one after the video, not today, but I'll do it in a few days. Sometimes I'll talk about something, hopefully share a picture of something that I've not shown here or anywhere else, just to keep it interesting. So, okay, my friend, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone, and I hope for your peace and joy for you for 2026.